this here is Penny, who spent a good portion of the session in a kennel. She was communicating she was not very happy to see me. And she has a problem with most men because she probably had a bad or negative experience with men somewhere in the past. All right, so right now she's a little bit too close to you in your personal space. There, that was better. See how she moved away? Mm-hmm. That's ideal. Now, there's a difference. If you invite her to come and lean against you or be on your lap, you're inviting her, you're making the decision. Right now, what she was doing, she's not doing now, but what she was doing earlier is she was putting her paw on you and applying pressure. Mm-hmm. A dog can put its paw on you lightly as a way of saying, hey, pay attention to me. If it puts pressure on you, it's trying to dominate you and tell you what to do. They can also do this. A lot of pit bulls or bully breeds will do this with their chin. They'll put their cin on your knee and start really pushing down. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. You're kind of nodding, so I'm guessing yes. Okay, so basically what we want to do is teach her that she needs to respect personal space. So there you go. So she went on patrol. So now if she were to start growling there, or you would immediately stand up. Again, we have to be within the 3-second window. Now, I told you 3 seconds, but 3 seconds is the maximum. Your target should be within a third of a second. That's actually better to leave it there. That gives you an opportunity to correct her. So she comes over and tries to get nosy. Again, this is when I first started talking to the guardian, the dog was on the couch, so she started putting a flooring on that has spikes to make it uncomfortable. Well, what Penny did is went and jumped up there and laid there. So the guardian moved the couch away from the wall so she couldn't do that. So these are kind of rearranging our environment to accommodate the dog as opposed to teaching the dog how it should act in our environment. So what I'm going to do is I'll have you get up and walk to the TV. And when you do, I'm guessing, actually walk down the hallway a little bit. I'm going to see if she's following you. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, come on back. There we go. So I'm going to have you come back and go sit back down. But once you sit down, I want you to establish a boundary, the edge of your ottoman. So I don't want you to let her in there. So hiss before she gets there. Hiss. Stand up. Turn it. There you go. Wait for her to SIT. While she's stationary. All right, when she SITs, use SIT. Go ahead. Stand up again. See how she kind of listed back a little bit? Mm-hmm. All right, now go ahead and turn to face the TV. So that's one movement. Your next movement is to grab a seat. If she moves forward, then you're going to hiss and come. See, that time, she didn't immediately come back and invade your personal space. Now, again, she's a pretty dog. Now, she's staring at me. If she's staring at somebody with her history, I would disagree with that. I wouldn't allow her to continue staring. Staring can be a challenge.
Oh, okay.
So she might be kind of sizing me up. Now, I'm avoiding eye contact with her. I can look at her through the camera. But if she's staring intently at a male visitor that you have, she's challenging them. And for dogs, if you don't disagree, they think you're cool with what they're doing.
Right.
So again, you need to disagree, but not only disagree, but disagree immediately. But if you get up and kind of like yell something loudly, so stand up and hiss. See how she turned and looked at you instead? Mm-hmm. All right, grab a seat again. And next time, the second she starts to look at me, and lingers for longer, that's great. That's great engagement with you. There, now she invaded the space. Stand up, turn, walk right at her. March. There you go. Stop. So you're going to stop at the line, which is the edge of your ottoman. All right, take a step backwards. And you're keeping your hips pointed towards her. And you're taking left, right only. That was great. You kept your feet together. Now turn to face the TV. Now grab a seat. So what you're doing is basically you're calibrating and telling her how much personal space you want. Again, if you're cold and you want her to come and snuggle with you, you're making the decision. Right now, she's making the decision, and she's being very pushy about it. Mm-hmm. Anything she does with you is what she thinks she can do with anyone.
Okay.
So that really sends that's a bit of a mixed signal.
Right.
So I'd like you to get in a habit of defining your personal space and also having your kids define their personal space so that she can come be near you without being on top of you. Mm-hmm. And also if one of your kids was sitting right here and eating a snack and she comes over, again, you're going to get in between, using those escalating consequences, get in between her and your child, move her away until she's about 7 feet away is what I normally like. This is a little bit tighter room, and her bed is over there, which is a great place for her to be as well. All right, so this is how we can use escalating consequences, body language, to define our personal space.